talk right here on the Corona Cast. And sitting next to me is a stranger some of you may remember from way, way back.
Mark, certainly you remember me, for I am, who are you? I am, it gets caught in my ear, Michael Mandel.
Mike, you've been on vacation.
Yes, I have, and then I just stayed away from you for as long as I could.
Was it something I said?
Well, it's just one of those COVID things, you know.
Yeah, so Michael had to hibernate by law for 2 weeks once he got back from Massachusetts.
It's fun, hibernation.
And
oh yeah, I had to work extra.
Yeah.
So yes, I'm back. Cape Cod was a good getaway. We were on a plane,
yeah,
and it wasn't bad. It was actually better than regular airline traveling. If you don't worry about the virus, you're fine. Which you don't, obviously, because you didn't have your mask on before.
Well, what were the airports like?
The airports were barely empty. They were pretty, I mean, our airport in El Paso, to go to the American gate, there was only people waiting for the gate for our plane. There weren't that many planes out there. We transferred in Chicago, got off in Boston, fairly empty, pretty good. The plane, if you wait to get on until everybody else is on, you don't get stuck in those crowds that make you feel a little crazy.
Yeah, just hang back.
Everybody, but you know, if you're not on Southwest, you don't have to run. If you have a assigned seat, you just wait. It's not that hard. So that was kind of fun. And Cape Cod was not as good as ever, because we couldn't go to all the places we usually go to, since they are overrun by virus and nobody wants to really party. But we did go to outdoor restaurants. Everybody had, like us here, tents. The weather is like 20 degrees cooler, but almost anything is 20 degrees cooler than 100.
Well, when you're at the ocean.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. It was nice, and the food is good. So
that's interesting. Now we have a bunch of ingredients here.
A bunch of ingredients. So
5 at least.
Where's the thing? Oh,
and
Dave Zemont gave me this book, God knows how long ago. And I finally started reading it, and I was thinking, A Drinkable Feast. It's based on A Movable Feast about the 20s in Paris. I'm thinking, I've already read that book. This book had a lot of good cocktails. I was very surprised. So thank you, Dave Zemont.
And so we're going to do the Kiki.
We're going to do Kiki. Kiki was a woman who danced around Montparnasse, and she was very famous and popular with all the artists. She was a model, most famously for Man Ray, but with people like Chaim Soutine and
Picasso, maybe?
And Picasso, sometimes, yes. And Hemingway knew her. Everybody knew everybody in the Montparnasse. And so this is the Kiki cocktail. The thing I like about it, it's made with a liqueur I've had in my cabinet for, 30 years?
At that price, yeah.
It's creme de noyau, which is supposed to be an almond-flavored cream, almond-flavored liqueur, which, oddly enough, is made with the pits of apricots and peaches.
Oh, so we should have some Laetrile.
Yes, it'll be fine. We don't have to worry about cancer now.
But that was back in the day when they were using red dye number 2.
No, they only had red dye number 1 then.
Well, that far back.
Yeah, it's that far back. So it's only, I already put in a teaspoon of lemon in this little mixer. I'm going to put 1/4 ounce of creme de noyau. Obviously, from the price on this thing, you can see that you can go into a store if you can find it and get it very inexpensively.
If you can still get it.
You can still get it. I've seen it all over the place. So 1/4 ounce of that, 1/4 ounce of one of my favorite mixers, another liqueur, the orange liqueur, Cointreau, which is supposed to be used for margaritas instead of triple sec.
Yes.
Because it's really
better.
good. It's tastier. Yes. It's hard to get 1/4 ounce, but we'll do that. The big thing is the 2 ounces of gin. You like the idea of 2 ounces of gin?
Yeah.
And this is a gin that I got a while back called Damrock when I was going through weird gins. And it's from Amsterdam. It's pretty good. It's, I think it's 42% alcohol. And so what this turns out to be, since it's got 2 ounces of gin and just pretty much 1/2 ounce of the flavorings plus a little bit of lemon, it's pretty much a martini. The concept
That's kind of a precious martini.
The concept is of a martini is kind of precious. Dry vermouth, that's precious. The good thing about it, a couple of drops of Angostura bitters. You'd love those.
Well,
yes.
That's not uncommon to martinis.
That's true, and other drinks. Wow. You know, this is 40% alcohol, yet it is not sold as an alcoholic beverage. So if you're really crazy and really need 3 ounces of 40% alcohol, and you can stand drinking, Angostura bitters are really strong. So you go on talking. You remember how this goes. And this is for part 2.
Part 2,
after
the break.
Because I'm guessing that the aviation, which is made with this stuff, creme de violette, is kind of similar to what we're doing here, except it's got Cointreau instead of Coca Americano. And since this is 2 ounces of gin, it makes a good half cocktail.
You know, Michael, that almost sounds like you're jingling your coins.
Do you like coins? Do you use, what are they?
I use coinage all the time.
You know what 1 cent is worth?
Probably.
See? Nothing. Close to nothing.
Costs more to make than it's worth.
It's close to nothing, yes.
And, well, pennies will be the first to go. But
J.C. Penney's? No, Sears went first.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
but,
so where's my glass? Oh, here.
You know, they're saying there's a coin shortage. I don't know why there has to be one. They always come up with goofy excuses to have shortages of things.
Even before I left, you were discussing this, and I stayed out of the discussion because you could talk to yourself most of the time, right?
Usually.
Yeah, okay. So the reason they're short, and cheers, is because...
Aha! Jeez.
Really? Why don't you just... Well, cheers anyway.
Okay.
Yes, other one. I guess you need your drink, man.
I really got jittery there.
Wow. That happens to me sometimes. Not that badly. I have to pour these things. That's...
Look at that. Straight as an arrow. Unfortunately, this is the hand I shoot with and drink with.
Unfortunately, the vibration is on the TV.
Oh,
look.
Flying in.
Look, we have a guy who cares about us. This could use more, I don't know. So you taste the almond flavor, right?
Yeah, I do.
It's sort of it's basically, you know, that little flavor goes a long way in gin. It just gives it a lot of...
What's that other almond liqueur?
Amaretto?
Yes.
Yes. That's heavy, and that's a little sweeter than this.
I have some of that at home.
Amaretto, you know, it was a surprise to find out that most of the almond drinks are made out of the pits of peaches and, what did I say?
Apricots.
Apricots. And they look like them.
Yes, I got sad news in the last week or two.
Your apricot tree died?
My peach tree, which has been putting out grapefruit every summer, is dead.
Your peach tree is giving a grapefruit every summer?
Grapefruit.
Oh, grapefruit.
Yeah.
Your peach tree.
Peach tree died. It was, you know, it gets laden every year, but now it's dead. Everything, they got so big and they just shriveled up. We thought maybe we overwatered it. I don't know.
Well, we are hoping for our friends, the Deckers. Cheryl Decker said she's got a peach tree and she's up for making peach schnapps.
Huh.
So peach schnapps should be good. Although I have at least 2 bottles of different kinds. Peach schnapps is it works pretty good. It's in the Pendennis. We had the Pendennis.
We had a Pendennis on this show once. We sure did.
Peach is overwhelming, just as I believe that this almond flavored drink is, you know, overpowering flavor. It needs
all this other stuff.
It needs some other stuff, yeah.
You know, now
maybe more lemon. Ooh, want more lemon?
Now we were talking. Oh, that might.
Yeah, let's get more lemon.
Just give me a little squeeze. There we go.
You were the.
You're my
lemon.
main squeeze.
You were the lemon.
You know, we talked. Well, we've been talking about
I've been talking to you for a month.
That's right. But on this show, we talk frequently and obviously about the pandemic.
You know, I've been hearing a lot about this pandemic.
You've heard about it. It's been in all the papers.
I've been hearing about it all over the place. I don't believe it because I have not seen one panda yet. Have you seen any pandas?
Well, you're not looking in the right place.
How can you have a pandemic without pandas? So, I mean, the government's right. There is no pandemic because there's no pandas.
Well, we have 5.25 million cases in the United States right now, 160,000 deaths from the virus. And in New Mexico alone, we have 700 deaths and counting.
So how many people died in World War I from getting killed?
Millions, 20 million, I think.
Oh, that was in, well, we got 5 million cases, but not everybody's dying. And you also hear about what I say about the herd immunity.
Herd immunity?
That is something that only comes empirically after people have died.
Does that sound like something you'd find in cattle?
Yes, herd immunity, but the cattle who live, they just say, well, obviously that means they were immune. It's not something you could say we're trying to push herd.
Well,
herd
if you
immunity.
can get it, it's good.
It occurs. It occurs because somebody's not going to die.
Right.
Maybe.
Right. Well, I did mention on the show a couple of weeks ago, or maybe it was even last week.
I couldn't get it in Cape Cod.
Two of us went to Memorial Medical Center to get tested for the virus. And we got turned away.
Wait, you and Alice.
We got turned away.
2 days earlier, Chris got it, and he got his results.
So, he went on Monday, I went on Wednesday, and I said, oh, sorry, we can't test everybody anymore if you're not symptomatic. The state is too overwhelmed by testing and analyzing everybody.
They cut you off, man. That's what happened. They said,
did.
No more money for testing because the testing is what gives us cases.
And
that's what they say.
Right. So if you don't test, you don't have cases. Well, you have them, but you don't know about it.
Nobody knows where.
So
where are you going with this?
And now Memorial Medical Center has stopped testing altogether. You have to go to the health department.
The health department is where I went to both times, and it was a fairly fun experience, I got to admit. Except getting poked in the nose with a stick, it's fine. I didn't wait more than 15 minutes. They come over. If you sign up online, they ask you what your code is. They go back. They get your information. They stick it in your windshield. You just sit there listening to music, and then they stick you in the nose, and you go home. What happened with us, because I wanted to get tested before we left on our trip, so we wouldn't go and get Cape Cod sick. So we got tested on Friday. Our plane was on the next Friday. We thought 2 or 3 day turnaround, because Barb had a 2 or 3 day turnaround the last time she went there. So
not in New Mexico. There's no consistency.
Yeah, but it got worse because that was the weekend that the Rinconada Walmart had an outbreak.
Had it shut down.
So everybody went in and people were doing tests. And what happened was, we're waiting. Thursday, we have to cancel our flight if we're not going. Thursday morning, and we have to cancel by 9:30. Thursday morning at 8, this is after being tested on Friday, we both get texts saying we're negative. And then you have to go look up in the dictionary, is negative is good or bad? I don't know. It's usually positive is good, but in this case, negative was bad.
Negative is what you want.
Yes.
Like negative ions are the kinds you want to breathe in, not the positive kind.
Yes. Okay, we're going to take a break now because
let's take that break.
He gave us the finger, and we got to go.
So we'll be back with part 2 after these words.
Creme de violette. Cheers. See, calmed you right down. All you need is a little alcohol to get those chimneys.
Hey, Las Cruces Facebook friends, Sam Stichter here, and I'm getting ready for my show this week. And guess who's on the show, folks? Country music star Frank Ray is here. Frank, tell us about what you're going to be doing on the show.
First of all, what's going on, Sam? What's going on,
Hey,
Scott?
what's going on, man?
Can't wait to see you guys. Facebook, join us on This Week with Sam Stichter. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to share some songs, tell a little bit about my story, and talk about why we're moving into Music City, Tennessee.
Moving to Nashville, but moving, but not going for good, right? You'll be back.
Farewell for now.
All right, he'll be back to see us. So make sure you tune in, Las Cruces, Saturday night, 9 o'clock, This Week with Sam Stichter, Facebook Live. We'll see you then. Hey there, Las Cruces Facebook friends, Sam Stichter. And guess who's in the house with me? Barbara Mother Hubbard and her son Drew Hubbard. And they're here talking about music, history, the bands that have come to Las Cruces, and some things that are going to be coming to the Pan Am Center, Pan American Center, hopefully in the future. So what do we got going on, Mother Hubbard?
Well, we're going to have a makeup date for you, and we're going to put it all on Saturday when we're here. And we want each and every one of you to watch, because I don't want you to miss my student who is now the manager for JoJo. And there are many other things. I imagine Drew can tell you when he's going to play.
Well, we're going to play my band Ghetto Blaster September 12th at Amador. And I guess we got Frank Ray on the show, right?
Yes, sir. He's going to be singing some of his hit songs. And,
there you go.
And so it's a musical episode.
Right.
And I know, Mother Hubbard, you have so many friends in the industry. George Strait, who are some of the other ones that you have?
Well, here's one of my best buddies, too, and his name happens to be Garth Brooks. And he is responsible for helping me maintain my ACTS program during this crazy 19 is what I call it, because it's easier. But anyway, I'm looking forward for Saturday night.
And we're looking forward to it as well, Mother Everett. I know you have some great stories that you're going to be telling about your career and your life. So you're not going to want to miss at Las Cruces. Tune in Saturday night, Facebook Live, 9 o'clock. That's This Week with Sam Stichter. We'll see you then.
If we want to improve America's healthcare system, let's start by improving the health of Americans. Despite the best doctors, hospitals, and medical advancements, Americans are not as healthy as they should be. We spend too much on treatment and not enough on wellness and prevention. We need a system based on primary care. When patients have a medical home and a long-term relationship with a doctor, the result is a longer, healthier life and reduced medical costs for everyone. Let's make America a place where health is primary.
Horizon Granite is here.
It's here. Horizon Granite is here. We'll come to you to customize your kitchen and bathroom with beautiful countertops and cabinets. Find out more at horizongranite.com. Call us at 575-650-3180.
Horizon Granite is here.
It's here.
Make yourself a beautiful home.
Hi, I'm Ray Bamberg with Here on Earth. I would like to invite you for a free hearing evaluation to our office. We've been here in southern New Mexico for 34 years helping people hear better.
Right here on the CoronaCast.
You know, it hasn't been called Corona for a long time. When we started, we made a big deal about it being called Corona, and we did a Corona cocktail, which was a combination of Corona beer and the Scotch cocktail called the penicillin. But now everybody's calling it COVID.
COVID-19.
COVID, but you have to say 19 because you don't want to get it mixed up with other COVIDs.
It's the novel
coronavirus.
Novel? Why?
Yeah. Does anybody else talk about it?
It's
Why?
new. Nobody knows about it yet.
Nobody else says, oh, he only has COVID-17.
Yeah.
I don't know. Denigrate me for not being up to date.
He can't even get he has a non-specific disease.
Man.
Violette? Like
Violette is used in specifically the drink called the Aviation, but it wasn't used in the Aviation from 1940 to about 2010, because they didn't have cream de Violette around for some reason.
Wow. The violet tree?
Except it's what makes it the Aviation color. So cream de Violette is nicely strong. Cointreau is got a good orange kick. It's also made out of actually cognac, but not as strong. Well, it is as strong as cognac. And so it's a quarter ounce of each one of those, and then we go back to maybe knocking the Damrock.
2 ounces?
Yeah. Gin back.
No, I know you didn't get that Damrock in Las Cruces, did you?
Yeah, I did.
Really?
I don't remember. Yeah, I probably got
Kelly?
Specs.
Oh, Specs, yeah.
Specs. I saw Damrock. Wow, Damrock. Or I read about it. Amsterdam gin. What else we got? Lemon. We got
the lemon already in there. Put the ice in there.
Gin, yeah,
bitters? We're gonna do bitters?
Oh yeah.
What do you think?
What do you think? Yes?
One, just
Okay.
Why not? Justifies having
I
it.
didn't kill my no-yo. Ooh, you can get used to that.
Okay. Oh, there you go. It's almost not worth the effort.
A couple of months ago, yes, but it is worth the effort. A couple of months ago, we did that drink that is called the pink Martini, and it takes. There were recipes that said only 2 drops of Angostura bitters, and then I finally read one that said 6. We did the 6.
Yeah.
Do you remember? It was really good. It was surprisingly good, and it gave me a new respect for Angostura bitters. So this drink is the novel drink 20. We did the novel drink 19.
I think we have it.
Do you have a little fever? Because
I do.
That really cools you down.
It really does. This took the virus.
What
back.
is it? Time for a break? Oh, look.
Yeah.
He's pushing something here. Oh,
Saturday
look,
night.
different color. Should be a little bluish, purplish.
This Saturday night, right here, you're going to see This Week with Sam Stichter. And
Sam Sphincter?
Sam
What?
Stichter.
Stichter?
And he's got some great guests on, including Frank Ray's farewell television performance before he goes to Nashville. And also we're going to have Barbara Hubbard.
Oh, Barbara Hubbard. That's quite a catch there.
Mother Hubbard will be on.
Sam's been doing a pretty good job, hasn't he?
And so
He's
this is the new Sam Stichter show. I was his first guest when he first went on the air.
I remember when you were that young.
Yeah.
You were like
Yesterday.
2 months younger. Well, here's the Sam Stichter and his success. Here, I'll let you just sip it with your straw.
Let me do that. I'm like Paul Newman in The Verdict.
Here, I'll drink it. Here, I'll drink this one like drink it like Trump drinks water. You have to put your hand under it.
That's a completely different drink.
It is totally different.
Totally different with some of the same ingredients.
It needs something too. What does it need?
More gin.
No, it doesn't need more gin. It needs more
salt and pepper. No.
lemon again.
Lemon, you think?
Yeah, I think so. And maybe Angostura bitters. No, I think Angostura bitters is overpowering. Okay, it'll work.
You know, it's not an exact science, although they want you to think it is.
Yeah.
It's like baking, you know. You put this, you
I've
put
been
that.
reading a bunch of drink books. The PDT has these weirdest choices of gins and other drinks to go with each other. And you got to see that it's like hit or miss and slightly off and you're screwed. But it works.
Say, you know, looks like we're going to have a new female vice president.
Oh, well, she is on the
Kamala Harris
ballot.
is the presumptive vice presidential candidate,
So is the president.
The president is presumptive because they haven't gone to the convention yet.
But what's not presumptive is the fact that the Postal Service, of all things, you know, we say, well, our 52 or whatever cents you put on a stamp, that should pay for them. First of all, getting Postal Service is a service that we appreciate regardless of the price, right?
It's part of our democracy, really.
And it's supposed to be paid for by the government. And it's not necessarily a moneymaker. It is a convenience for communication in the country.
Now, they've been trying to make it on their own for many years. And Trump said he's not
They
going to.
did make it on their own. The only thing that stopped them was putting money away for pensions for 65 years from now,
Yes.
which is ridiculous. Not only that, but they want to cut out Social Security, which they say, oh, we'll stop the payroll tax. If you stop payroll tax, that means you're not going to get Social Security. It doesn't matter what you call it.
Well, and now Trump is trying to eliminate the post office, you know, to thwart the mail-in ballots that he says are nothing but corruption.
And there's been really .000 corruption in that. You know, the same as he also said there's only 99.99.5. Well, how many points are there in that number?
Well, you know, there's corruption at the polls too. Probably more so. But
Because I know you change your part when you go in the second time, don't you? You change your part.
I put a little mustache
A little
on.
mustache. Yeah.
And I vote as my mother.
Crazy with the mustache.
Yes, with the mustache.
She was a sweet old
So
lady.
no, and the person that, the political contributor to Trump's campaign that he appointed as Postmaster General, who has no qualifications for the job, has begun removing the sorting machines.
So you talk about him as he has no qualifications for the job. His qualification for the job is the fact that he owns $75 million worth of stock in competitors to the post office, just as most of the people that are put into place in the government have interests contrary to what they're supposed to be doing.
Right, FedEx, UPS, all those.
We know we're not going to
Pony
convince
Express.
anybody of anything here except our friends who are already convinced, right?
Yes.
Okay,
And
so-
now the Democratic Convention.
Okay, this is really much better with a little more control.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Democratic Convention is next week in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And much of it is going to be virtual, but some of it will be people in person giving speeches to half-empty houses, I'm assuming, right? But they get to do it in Milwaukee. And many people will probably jump up on Skype or what have you.
And nobody,
Zoom.
Nobody really wants to be in Milwaukee anyway. Although this time of year, it's probably better than right down here, you know.
Yeah, much cooler, I'm sure.
Yeah, probably the mosquitoes are only as big as hummingbirds.
Yeah, the beer's much better.
Oh, it's fresh. It's fresh.
They have
It's
the
cold.
beer that made Milwaukee famous.
Oh, we got 3 minutes left. What are we so you're pulling into this.
Sumner Redstone died.
He was quite a guy.
Yeah, he was like a Ted Turner in his own way.
Because he had lots of money and lots of influence.
And he.
Oh, this is very good, Mark.
He was a primary shareholder of Viacom and CBS Corp. And Viacom owns Paramount Pictures.
Right, which
and
is pretty
CBS.
big. I think I had stock in Viacom. Am I sort of counter culture guy?
No.
That picture was taken after he died.
Redstone is the guy who said content is king. And he was.
Did he say that?
He did say that.
He said the miracle is the medium.
No, that's Marshall McLuhan said the medium is the
massage.
message.
No, the massage.
Oh,
He was a massage guy.
if you
The
rub
medium is- yes.
oil, that's the medium.
He
So-
was a colorful guy.
He was 97
Because he
years
had
old.
red hair. That can't be his real color hair. But
Yeah.
I guess it was. I don't think redheads go gray.
Oh, well, they do.
My friend Jim Brussman isn't going gray.
No.
No.
I ran into Jeff Steinborn the other day in the grocery store, and he's not going
No,
gray.
he's not going gray. The guy's 40 years old. What do you want?
I know. Well, listen, we're gonna have to get out of here.
Oh,
Don't forget to
happy
watch.
birthday, everybody who's had birthday this week, which is my daughter.
Oh, Chloe.
She didn't get her card yet because something to do with the postal system.
Yeah.
Mark Singer's birthday.
I hope you aren't trying to send her a ballot either. So
She'll vote in person.
don't forget to watch This Week with Sam Stickler Saturday night at 9 o'clock, and it gets rerun the following Saturday night at 9 o'clock. Thanks for joining us here at Double
Yes,
Talk.
it's good to be back.
As always, good to have you back.
Have a good night.